Nightrider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's gonna be a fun day. We are tearing KITT down today. We are gonna remove the front bumper, we're gonna remove the dash, and see exactly what's going on with that electrical hazard behind there. Get that 1980s, whatever, amusement park dashboard out of there. You know, I've tried a couple of different videos lately since I was on vacation and we were all kind of spread out. You guys didn't really like them. That's okay, you just wanna see KITT, so I guess I'm just your KITT slut from now on. So anyways, Steve and I are gonna tear this down. We are gonna turn this from trailer park KITT into Rodeo Drive KITT. We have a new nose on the way. It's gonna be much better shape. I've got new lights, new electronics. This car is fantastic. Also, we've got all the interior back. I don't know if we'll get it in today or not, but we've got it and it's in great shape.
Extract the lights first, and then evidently we take the nose off after that.
You know, my favorite cars are part of these cars that we rebuild every time we find them, whether it's Dentley or the Aston or whatever it is, wood screws. Can never have enough wood screws to start with.
Nice.
All right, let's do this.
Wood screws are the domestic zip ties.
Now I know this car came from Florida. Look at these LED lights. These are the most ghetto trailer park shit I have seen on this car yet. Those are terrible. I don't ever put those in a car, ever. Last night I was drinking and eBaying, which is never a good idea, and I completed my Marty McFly outfit. I found the red Iowa AIWA Walkman and headphones, the same ones he used in the movie. Yeah, I don't know what, I must have been really drunk, but I bought it on eBay, so it'll be here. You know me and eBay and drinking. Who knows what's gonna show up.
Oh, that's nice. Not bad.
This is like a collector's piece. I really wonder like what this car was like when the person first built it. Like, was it nice originally or was it always just ghetto?
Maybe the first guy who owned it, then there was the next person who drove it into the ground.
I think there was probably a certain amount of methamphetamine used in styling choices on this one. Did you put those license plates there?
Nope, they were used to cover up the, it was the battery tray, actually.
This was the battery tray?
Yes.
Oh.
There is no battery tray.
A little rust there. It's a good thing I know how to weld, because I've got that, and then the spare tire well is also a big rusty open hole, which I was actually just thinking about taking like an 18-inch subwoofer and screwing it in over the hole, just making an open speaker box with it.
Oh, we got a service sticker.
What? Oh, okay, so now we know it's legit.
Luxury Auto Service, European Auto Specialist. I knew it. That's where the torque bolts came from. Tavares, Florida.
Tavares, Florida, that's where this car came from. I did talk to the shop owner. Okay, so the Nightrider group is awesome. As soon as I put on the Nightrider Replicas Facebook page, as soon as I joined and put this car up and had the Copart pictures, dude, like 4 people were like, I know that car, and sent me pictures. And I think we showed them in the last video. But I want to give a shout out to the Nightrider Replica groups because they're the greatest group of guys. Bentley people, bunch of wankers. They're like gatekeepers of the purists. Aston Martin people are okay, but you know, they're Aston Martin people. Nightrider people though, they are totally cool, they're totally helpful, full of good information, except for the few scammers that are out there, but mostly, especially the guys in Florida nights, they're really helpful. Very friendly people, very full of knowledge, happy to share. So good on you guys, keep it up.
I thought the nose would come forward with these bolts off, but it looks like this is one piece here, even though it's bracketed there. I was trying to see.
Did they bond it maybe?
I'm wondering because like at the very bottom of this, it looks like it's one piece. Like it's meant to, like, even though there's this bracket there.
Take a look from underneath. There's still. Well, we got more movement now. Yep, they sure did. They somehow seamed this. Bondo that? What the f are they thinking? This is basically fused. It's all bondoed. Unless they built the bumper on the car, like, cause you know, it's not shaped very well. Like, did they do it on the car? Okay, I can do this. I can get this off. Do you want to start working on taking the fire hazard out of the inside of the car? No, we can lower it down and I'll come up with a plan on this. It's just gonna be brute force. And to my friend that I was going to mail this nose to when it came off, I'm sorry, but it's likely gonna be destroyed coming off.
Isn't that from like chess?
Don't get us kicked out of the Nightrider group before we're done, please.
Sorry, guys.
I'm the one that gets us kicked out of the groups, not you. That is some deep Bondo. I know this is gonna hurt some people's feelings, and I'm sorry, but this bumper cover is just not coming off in one piece. Look at the amount of Bondo they used. Oh my God. They built like a sidewalk here. That is thick. So I think a couple of new fenders are gonna be in the cards too. I mean, fenders are cheap. They're easy to find and cheap. How you doing in there?
Mostly out. I'm just trying to get some of the wires that are running through.
There we go. Oh, Steve, I got some fog lights hooked up here if you could assist. I know, I suppose we just cut the wires and rewire them later. Ugh. Okay, hear me out. Right here, we do Nightrider. So I'm gonna have to save my fog lights and the mounts, and I'm gonna have to save this panel. And that should be easy enough. Now that I've got the nose off, let's see the wrong way to install one of these. This is all Bondo, all the way back to the edge of the fender here. That is ridiculous. They shaped the bumper cover with Bondo. That is atrocious. I will attempt to sand these down and grind these down and see if the fenders are savable. But I mean, if you see how much Bondo's in the fender there, realistically, at least on this one, I'm gonna be better off replacing it. This one wasn't so bad. This one was a much cleaner cut. Be much easier to flush these surfaces, make them straight again. I don't think we need to replace this one, but driver's side for sure. Also, while we have the motor out, I'm gonna go ahead and pressure wash everything, get it nice and clean. I'll strip everything out of the engine bay and I'll hit it with a nice coat of gloss black. So when we all go back together, it'll be nice and clean. So for the new bumper, there's a company in Tacoma, a guy named Matthew has a company called Night Designs. They're not far from here. He hand makes his bumpers and they are much more screen accurate and better fitting. And as you can see on the edges here, he's not using a bunch of filler. He just makes really good, high quality fiberglass bumpers, much better shape, more true to the original. And everybody I've seen that has used his product has been very happy. And oh my goodness, look what Steve has.
I think it's pretty snazzy.
Yeah?
Yeah. I took the electronics off of it. Doesn't weigh that much.
This is gonna be my new desktop.
Yeah, have it kind of wrap around you, giving Murcielago vibes.
Murcielago vibes. These have got to be worth some money to somebody doing like a Back to the Future replica, because this would be like what goes in the box. Hey, Video Bob Mosley, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, what do you think of these? Like, I think these came out of like arcade games or little kid rides outside of Kmart with the spaceship with the dash, the way that this went together. This was a pure fire hazard. Steve's gonna show you the wiring that's inside the car that he took out. Follow Steve over there, he'll show you.
I'm convinced that at some point some of this stuff may have worked, but I'm not convinced that it all worked. Simply because kind of random setup for the fuses. The wires are just kind of jammed into the fuse box here, and some of the connections go off to like Neverland, come around here and loop back. So there's definitely this is kind of like a choose your own adventure style book, where you decide you're going to get power from here or there, and then you try that, and then something blows up, so then you go back and you change it real quick. I think there's a lot of that going on here, but I don't think it's anything that can't be fixed, but it's just sometimes, just keep it simple. We
got some Advil there. Definitely thinking hard. They knew they'd need it.
Oh boy, this is pretty old. Expires. This expired 6 of 1990.
1990?
Yes. 606/90.
Well, and you want to hear the crazy part? This car is a 1992.
That means it was already old. This is a Florida car. Wow, that's awesome.
Well, that's progress. Steve, great work today. You stripped this car down in about 3 hours. We got the dashboard out, the nose off it. As soon as the weather gets a little bit better here, Knight's design is bringing us up a front bumper. So we'll have that, and then we just have to wait on the rest of our electronics. So I'm excited for this one. You know, a lot of guys out there are building some really, really cool replicas with AI and all sorts of really neat things. I hope ours is at the same level of theirs once we're done. I know it will be, so really excited about this. We've got some new merch, just a limited run. If you guys want some, I don't have a store set up yet, but you can always just reach out to me in Messenger. Baseball hats, trucker hats, t-shirts, coffee cups, tumblers, you name it, we got it. Thanks for sticking along. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hey, please don't hesitate to tell us what you want to see on our channel. We want to entertain you. That's why we're here. But that's it. Steve had nothing else to say.
Oh yeah, no.